everyone, welcome to Economicspedia. So today we are here to have a discussion about the GDP growth of India that was given out a few weeks back about the Q1 GDP growth. And there has been a sharp fall in the GDP of India if we take a tab of the past 40 years. So it's the highest dip that India has ever seen in the last 4 decades. So what's the truth about India's GDP of Q1 of this 2021 financial year? Well, a few weeks back, US has also released its Q1 GDP growth rate, and it has shown the magnitude of the GDP growth rate was also contracted, and the contraction was 32%. Okay, so in India we have seen, in India the case is minus 23.9%, and if we take a look at the US, the Q1 GDP that has been given out, it is showing minus of 32. So this minus 23 and minus of 32, by merely looking at the statistic, it shows and it gives us a very prominent thinking that India has done well as compared to US, isn't it? Minus 23.9, or approximately we can write it minus of 24%, and this is minus of 32. So this is the only reasonable conclusion that we are getting, is India is performing well, and India has performed well. Well, here lies the truth, that this is not what it seems like. Okay, don't go and look into the statistics that are shown to you. You take a study, you take a step back, do the analysis on your own, and then come forward to put your own conclusion. So this is what I'm here to do it. That's why the topic of today is the truth about India's Q1 GDP is in the year of financial year of 2021. Alright, now the main theme of this today's discussion, I'm taking the help of one of the editorials from the Economic Times. You can find the link of the same below in the description box. If any one of you is interested, then you can have a look at it. So coming back to discussion of our own, we have seen, and I have said that India has not done well as compared to US GDP. So here I'm going to tell you why. Now, one of the chief economists of CARE Ratings has said that there are various ways through which we can measure GDP of different economies. Okay, and under these different measures of GDP, we have two broad categories. Number one, if I talk about that, then here number one is YOY. What is YOY? I'm coming to that. And number two is QOQ. So this YOY is year to year comparison, and this is quarter to quarter comparison. Now what is this? What is year to year? It's like if you have Q1 GDP of, let's say, 2020, and you are comparing it with Q1 GDP of 2019, then that is a year on year basis comparison. Okay, and what is quarter on quarter comparison? It is nothing but, suppose Q2 of financial year 20, April to June, with comparing that with the financial year 20, that is from Jan to March. That means you are comparing the present quarter with the previous quarter, then it comes under this quarter on quarter comparison. And on the other hand, whenever we do it on the first quarter basis of 2020 and first quarter basis of 2019, or you can write it as financial year 20 and financial year 19. When you do the comparison in this format, then it is a year on year comparison. Now coming to it, what India had done? India had done a year-on-year comparison. That means we are comparing this year's quarter 1 GDP with the 2019 quarter 1 GDP. Okay, US on the other hand does a quarter-on-quarter comparison. Meaning what? For the quarter of April to June, whatever the GDP has come out, it has compared the same quarter with the previous quarter's GDP. That means this Jan to March. So the first quarter. So quarter on quarter, what US had done is the quarter on quarter comparison. And by doing that, after doing the quarter on quarter comparison, US is concluding, or US is trying to estimate that how in the next 3 upcoming quarters their GDP is going to be. And from there the estimated value came out to be minus of 32%, that it is going to contract by 32%, right? So it is not something that we can compare the India's GDP with the US's GDP, because the way of comparing, the way of calculating the GDP of the two countries are very much different. Alright, so this is how the comparison has been done and it has been shown to us. So because of this statistics, the people, the common people, even the big media houses, they are getting confused and they have been misguided with these statistics, and they have been forced to show that India is doing well. India has done well in this pandemic scenario as well. Well, now you know the truth that how the data are being used to portray something which is not there. So that's why you have to be the analyst of your own thoughts. Before telling or before concluding to yourself even, try to take a walk down the lawn of the data, of the economy, how the things are going on, and then try to do the analysis, because that in that way you will be getting a clearer picture. Okay? Anyway, so coming back to today's discussion, so this is how the GDP has been shown. Now, let me tell you a very important analysis that has been done by the chief economist of IMF, it's Geeta Gopinath. She said that had USA been doing a year-on-year analysis just like India did, then the contraction would be 9.1%. If USA had done a year-on-year comparison. So this is obviously much less than 23.9%. Right? So even though if USA was doing a year-on-year comparison, then also the growth of India, we can say that it has been the worst and not the better one. Alright, so these two types of calculation of GDP. Many of us, those who have the economics as a background, we know that there are many ways of calculating GDP. So this is one of, these two are also ways of calculating GDP. Now, whenever you are calculating a GDP, the ways that you are doing is not wrong. Obviously not wrong. The two of the things are absolutely correct. What went wrong in the analysis is that they are comparing the two. You cannot do that, because if you do that, then naturally the conclusion will be misleading. Alright, so this is how the analysis has been done. Okay, now let's talk some facts about Indian economy. Now, from March, if we take a look, or in the March quarter, if we take a look, the growth of the Indian economy has expanded by 3.1%, and the growth was, in this period, the growth was also 4.2%. Okay, now what is happening, that due to this pandemic, a global pandemic, I'm not talking about the global scenario. Now in India, due to this pandemic, what happened, this growth rate, obviously it fell down. Now we have to understand that India was not doing something out of the blue or performing out of the blue in terms of the macroeconomic variables before there was pandemic. Okay, so Indian economy was more or less on the downside even before the pandemic struck. So that is why I'm saying that even if we compare the Indian GDP with the US's GDP, we can always find that India is doing something which is not good. Okay, so had we been comparing then India's GDP with the US's GDP, we will still be performing the worse and not the better one. Alright, now since this lockdown has started due to this pandemic scenario, so due to this lockdown we can easily find that there has been a relation between a lockdown and the degrowth, isn't it? Lockdown is absolutely related to degrowth. That means especially with the length of lockdowns. Now if you can remember in the initial scenario of this pandemic, whenever the early April or at the end of March, there was a strict lockdown across the country for 2 months. And the lockdown was a very brutal type. There were no precautions that has been taken related to the health, related to the transportation of the migrants, workers, and many of the stuffs that has not been provided. And we can say that in a way the lockdown of India was quite brutal one. The length of those lockdowns was tremendously lengthy, and that is why the growth went on to the negative side, right? So this is how the lockdown can have a direct impact on the growth of any economy, of any country. The same thing that can be shown with respect to Indian economy as well. Not only this, the calculation of India's GDP is full of inaccuracies. Why? Because we have a large portion of informal sector which has never been taken into account accurately while calculating the GDP, especially the quarterly GDP. So that's why the inaccuracies always existed in India's GDP calculation. Okay, so we cannot always come out with few of the statistics and can say that okay, so India is performing well on the basis of this. So we cannot do that. Rather, we have to take a closer look and analyze on our own, and it is one of the time when it is really a high time now when we have to see some of the facts, some of the true facts, the bitter facts about the Indian economy, and we have to act on that, start acting on that. The government should take some crucial and some of the important steps to fix some of the distorted sectors of our country, and especially those sectors which are getting affected due to this pandemic lockdown. Okay, even before the lockdown, if we take a look at the employment rate or the poverty rate, these things were again not very much that we can be proud of. So that is why it is now the time when we have to take a look at the real variables of our economy, and the government should step up and take some of the policies that are really useful. Number one would be to increase the money supply or in the hands of the people, not in the form of loan, not in the form of moratorium, but you just give them cash to the lower strata of the people who do not have the cash or do not have the money to make their demand. And if there is no demand in the economy, naturally the whole economy is coming to a stagnant position. And it is something that none of the economy can ever afford. So it is high time the government should take some of these strict policies and act on it. That's all about the truth of India's GDP of the first quarter of 2020. I hope this analysis was pretty much helpful to you, and it was very much insightful of insights. I'm sure that it will be helpful to you in your upcoming exams or some of the interviews as well. And for more queries about the Indian Economic Services or some other economical aspects of exams, like there is UGC, SEBI, if you want the question papers, if you want the notes on any topic, you can freely contact us through our official mail ID, as it will be appearing on your screen, that is ecopedia02@gmail.com. And now you can also contact us through our WhatsApp number, that is also visible on your screen. Do contact us through our WhatsApp number. The whole team of Economicspedia is there for you all the time. Thank you very much for watching this.